Okay, welcome. Welcome, and thank you for sharing your time and energy with us here tonight. Know that the person who invited you here really cares about you and truly is on a mission to end suffering on the planet. So, while a portion of the world is heading for the beach for spring break, I want to applaud you for being here and using your spring break to give your health a total overhaul. So let's be real. I'm sure we're all here for different reasons. Some are here because you're sick and tired of feeling sick and tired, especially with another winter indoors with the current state of the nation. Maybe you're just not enjoying life like you used to, or you're starting to feel older. Maybe you're feeling stuck with your health, or you want to be your ideal weight, or even find some mental clarity. So some are looking for answers and haven't been able to find them, and others are simply curious. So I want to talk to you a little bit about what we're doing here and what it means to take a vacation from toxins. Now, you might not be aware of the toxins that are in our food and our environment and that are affecting our health and impacting our bodies and our homes. Things we can't hear, smell, or taste are wreaking havoc on our health and robbing us of precious years of our life. So this is what this group is about. We're about to embark upon a journey together, and you get to choose your adventure of 30, 60, or 90 days. So this is where we'll be taking a break from toxins and learning how to reduce the burden of everyday toxicity. We're going to be incorporating the superfood protocol, as well as providing you with practical daily tips to reduce that toxic input from your environment. And in just a minute, I'm going to be introducing my dear friend and colleague, Camille, who go over what you'll be receiving and why this component system is so instrumental for cleaning up toxins from our inner landscape. So a little housekeeping. We're happy to have you here and encourage you to stick around to the end, because you have a chance to win a free pack of our pesticide detoxer, the Biomedic. There's nothing like it on the planet. And if you're new here, I want to encourage you to go ahead and drop an 8 in the comments so that we can capture you and make sure that you get entered into the raffle. Throughout the call, you'll be hearing me take this call to action for people who might be joining us later. So if you've already entered it in an 8 at the beginning here, don't enter it again. Thanks so much for that housekeeping. So a little about me. Hi, my name is Michelle Ricci, and I'm a holistic wellness and trauma recovery pathway practitioner. I'm certified in nutrition and as a detox specialist. So at one point in my life, I was severely poisoned by toxins and diagnosed with over 35 chronic autoimmune disorders. This left me debilitated as a result from the toxic trauma. I lost my cognizance. I couldn't think straight. I was sensitive to light and sounds and smells. I was severely malnourished. I wasn't able to absorb or assimilate foods. I wasn't even hardly able to eat foods. I ate maybe 8 foods total. I lost my driver's license, my ability to function and care for myself, and quite frankly, I lost my dignity. So to say I was sick is an understatement, and there was no doctor that could figure out what was going on with me. So they just kept throwing these blanket diagnoses at me. And after a very heavy medical detox that left me further depleted and demineralized, I had to take the reins back and find a way to reset the narrative of biotoxin illness and the rapid aging that had become my life. I mean, I was extremely diligent, turning over every stone to learn more about the ways that toxins were leaking into my body. And my main focus became to reduce the toxicity going in and clean up the toxin and inflammation by using quality nutrition therapies like we're going to talk about tonight, gut rehabilitation, and along with making better environmental lifestyle choices. So after 3 years of very heavy medical binders, I found regenerative health and I found these nutrients. So, and 2 months into taking these nutrients and being diligent, I was able to re-enter society. I could drive again, my weight regulated, and I was gaining vitality. Now, 2 years later, I'm fully functioning. I run a thriving online practice where I get to support others with biotoxin illness and recover from toxic trauma. So if this can work for somebody who was as debilitated as I was, I know that you're going to have some profound results here. So our health is the most important asset, and how we care for ourselves through lifestyle diet is one of the most important factors when it comes to enhancing our detox capacity. And this is why I have such a deep passion to advocate and support others in identifying and understanding toxins and their effect on our health. So I've recovered and I'm living my best life, and I'm ready to show you how to do the same with the help of some of my friends. So I'd like to pause here and highlight a couple of people who've taken vacation from toxins, up-leveled their nutrition, and have had great results. So first I'm going to bring up Amy, and Amy has a story that I think all of us can relate to. She's suffered from fibromyalgia and some other diagnoses, which I'll let her talk about for a few minutes here. Amy, will you share with us about your journey?
Thank you. Thank you so much, Michelle. It's been a really eye-opening experience being able to work with Michelle and learning from this community about all the things that I just did not know. So when I grew up in a over 100-year-old house in the Midwest, and it was always leaking. I'm sure there was some mold in there, and we never really thought anything about that. I always suffered from depression and anxiety growing up, and the other weird aches and pains were happening to my body that no one else was. It was just very not normal. I almost had carpal tunnel. I almost had elbow issues, all sorts of weird things, and then was finally diagnosed with fibromyalgia. So I never was taught anything about organic eating, what I put on my body, any kind of lotions, all these things that were adding up, I think, but never really seemed like a thing until now, when I'm realizing what that kind of toxic load was doing to me. So when I found Purium and started my first cleanse, it was August of 2020. I had already been on a healing journey and gotten off a lot of the fibromyalgia medicines, the pharmaceuticals that I was on, with medical cannabis, and was like kind of like a 50% human. Like I still had really a lot of issues sleeping, energy, and pain. I still was using kratom and CBD and a large amount of medical cannabis. But by day 3, I just felt so deeply nourished. I was off of kratom with no side effects. I reduced my inflammation, which is something that I didn't really know how powerful that was going to be with the biometic and the gut healing. I didn't have any more depression or anxiety. And like when you're using the biometic and healing your gut, like our 95% of our serotonin is created in our gut. So this has just been an amazing journey to not have to deal with that. And the cherry juice at night too, that has the anti-inflammatory. So I was off muscle relaxers and sleeping and dreaming and regenerating my body. So by the end of day 30, I didn't have to use anything else besides these whole food nutrient therapies as my new medicine, and didn't need cannabis or, I mean, it's profound, the changes that I saw. And I also lost a little bit of weight and kind of got back to my like homeostasis state of body that was like the healthy me. By 90 days on this program, I saw significant changes with energy and pain, and everything just kept growing and growing. And I mean, this winter I was skiing. Like that is not something I ever imagined was possible for me. I was going to be on disability, and walking was hard for someone with fibromyalgia. So to have 41 days on the mountain this year, it's like a straight miracle to me. So this has been a very life-changing thing. And the more I learn, the more toxins I take out, like with any kind of soap I use. I mean, I was always dyeing my hair. I'm trying to dye that out now. So all these little things I'm just really noticing is a lot. So thank you so much.
Amazing, Amy. And yeah, you know, I love that you are bringing up like even our childhood home and our environment, because it is important, and the soaps and the lotion that we kind of just use thinking it's great. And I think even the most clean person can always turn over more stones to figure out how they're gaining their toxic burden. So thanks for the vulnerable share. And it's just been such a joy to see you over the past almost 2 years now. It'll be 2 years this summer, and just, you know, watching you be able to ski this year and just live the life that you love. So congratulations. And next, I want to bring up Philip. And Philip, I would really love to highlight him and how this nutrition and community has been supporting him holistically, and what this lifestyle is done for him and his overall well-being. So Philip, please join us and share your voice. Is Philip here?
Sorry about that. I must have muted, and then can you hear me now? Sweet. I want to fast forward. First, I want to say thank you, everybody, for introducing this time for everyone. I want to fast forward and just say, just in case you get bored with me talking, I've never felt better in my life. I just want to say that from the beginning. I started out as like an athlete. My dad, he's a track coach. He's a world-renowned track coach in my eyes and many other people's eyes. He's trained a couple of Olympic athletes, but being under that, I thought I was really healthy, but the thing was, I was had asthma. I was constantly constipated, if you will, or will not. And I had attention issues, cognitive issues. I was always the C- kid with a little note that says something mystic to me. That said, does not use time wisely. I'm like, who says that? So I was constantly having that experience growing up, not really understanding my world, not feeling close to myself, not feeling close to really anything, not even knowing why. I was always the why kid, to even get deeper about that. And until a guy that is my uncle, he came to live with us one summer, and he was starting a nutrition company himself. And I was like, nutrition, well, I don't know. But to make a long story short about him, is what he brought into my life. He was telling me, he started out by saying, there's 2 things you want to get rid of. He said, bleached flour and also red meat. And I was like, you're crazy. I said, you're so crazy. I'm going to try what you're saying, because by the end of this summer, I want to kick you out and say how crazy you are. I was serious, but he turned out he was more serious about his journey, and it guided me to, I believe the right way. He guided me to like kind of like a plant-based, which seemed to work way drastically different than what I was growing up in this regular Iowa State Fair, or State Fair, shall I say, kind of culture that I just thought donuts was the thing. But so that took me beyond regarding my stomach issues, started getting a little bit more relaxed. But later on, I got into some trauma. I had gotten into a relationship, and I just got I noticed a lot of trauma and stress that I was adding, and anxiety and pressures that I was normal to these patterns. The patterns were normal to me. And I was getting so worked up, and in the midst of that, luckily for me, I have a really caring sister that's part of this community. And she kind of pulled me over and said, hey, I know you're into nutrition. Are you still into nutrition? And, I didn't know really what she was talking about, but she just told me about this community that has nutrition that is high at really clean nutrition. She asked me, did I want to do a cleanse? And I said, of course, let me see it. Especially after I heard Dave Sandoval, the owner, say something about a money back guarantee and the cleanest food. I was like, okay, I think I'm going to try this then. So after I did, I noticed after day 15, all the issues with my gut, like as far as eliminating that, became so painless. It was consistent. My thinking became consistent. My ability to respond rather than to react became into play and more into order. And I mean, I can go on and on again. Like I said, if you get tired of hearing me, I start off by saying I've never felt better. And I was a major athlete at the time. And I still feel like I've been running really well. I mean, there's ways to show you, but I still feel like an athlete. So that's basically what I would like to add to this conversation.
Amazing, Philip, and thank you for bringing that, the masculine into a very important conversation. And you also bring up a very good point about how our conversations, relationships, workplaces, and there's other things that are adding the acidity and toxicity into our systems. And when we really support the gut health, we can access the nervous system kind of through the back door, and things just start to settle. So it's one of the things I really love about this program. So I want to just pause here for a second and remind those who are joining us, if you are just getting onto the call and you're new here with us, please drop an 8 in the comments so that you can be sure to be entered to win our pesticide detoxer Biomedic at the end of this call. So spring really is the most important, potent time of the year to get intentional and release what isn't serving us. And at the top of the list are toxins. We're exposed to them every day. So without further ado, I'd like to invite Camille on to dig into the superfoods we'll be using, as well as how to get set up with the rest of the group and the fun details about how we're going to be gathering. So Camille.
Yeah, hello everyone. Thank you so much. I'm so moved by the shares tonight. Really, truly, just thank you all for sharing your voices here. And I know that can be very vulnerable. So just so thankful to be here and be sharing this opportunity with you and be sharing what I'm really passionate about as well. So a little bit about my story is I was introduced to this nutrition about 2 years ago, and I had really been following a girlfriend of mine, Mary Beth, and she's introduced a lot of us to this nutrition here, and she's someone that is very near and dear to my heart. I've known her the majority of her life, and I just deeply respect her and her family and their stance on nutrition, and I was really leaning in. And during that time of just learning more about what she was doing, I was also experiencing severe chronic pain. I had an experience where I was in my 3rd pregnancy and I felt my back go out. I was waitressing in a really busy celebrity restaurant. I worked for a celebrity chef, and I didn't ever have time to take a break or sit down or get a drink of water, anything. And so it was a lot of high stress, high volume, high movement. And I was about 4 months pregnant, 5 months pregnant, maybe. And I remember just reaching out to one of my guests. Maybe I was grabbing a plate or clearing their table or something, and I felt my lower back go out. Well, at this point, I was in high risk care for my pregnancy, and my doctor didn't want me to do anything about it. I felt like I needed to get a chiropractic adjustment. So I just dealt with the pain. After my baby was born, I started self-medicating with ibuprofen, and I was taking about 2,000 milligrams of ibuprofen every day. So that was pretty tough. And I knew that was something that I didn't want to be exposing my body to. I mean, here we are talking about toxins. So I had laid out a huge prayer, and this was the answer. I didn't realize that it was going to be in the form of nutrition, but I learned that through nutrition, we can really either be harming our bodies or helping our bodies. And I was severely inflamed all throughout my body, causing this chronic level of pain. So when I said yes, I discovered within just a couple of days, 2 days, in fact, that my inflammation drastically reduced. And I found that I didn't have to take ibuprofen. And it's been almost 2 years, and I haven't had to resort to ibuprofen for any kind of chronic pain in my body. So I'm extremely thankful for it. And I'm very passionate about sharing it. So I wanted to just give you a brief overview of the products that we'll be incorporating over the coming weeks and months. And most of us are going to be doing a 90-day protocol. There is an option to do 30, 60, or 90 days. But as you go through this journey, you're going to see that it is very impactful. And the longer you continue it, and hopefully as a lifestyle, you'll notice the results and the deepness that this can really bring into your body, as far as bringing it back to a place of balance and homeostasis. So I'm going to start with what we're recommending. It's called the Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation Plus Immune Support. With these unprecedented times, we felt that it was really important to offer that extra piece of immune support to you as well. So this kit is a 30-day kit. This is what we will be starting out with. It provides you 60 superfood meals. You will be eating and drinking and taking in other food throughout this time period, but this is going to be the basis of your nutrition. And then we'll be working with flex foods and other lifestyle meals that really complement this program. So these are all organic, non-GMO superfoods. It's all kosher. And our company is actually going plastic free this year. So these items will be delivered directly to your door from our manufacturing facility in California, which will make it very convenient for you to just incorporate it and get started with your transformation yourself. So the first product that I'm going to talk about is the Super Amino 23. This is our protein component. This is 99% bioavailable. It is 9 of your essential amino acids. The amino acids are what we actually get from our food, from our produce and our meats and our proteins. And so this is wonderful. It does not have to be digested by the body. It frees up your kidneys and your liver to do their job of detoxifying. So this is delivered directly into your muscles in 23 minutes, and it's been clinically proven to build lean muscle and burn fat. I love this because it's really helped to tighten and tone my skin and gives me a lot of energy first thing in the morning. So this is the protein component. You'll be getting 2 bottles of this in your kit. So there's that. The next product is probably my favorite. I'm a busy mom. I don't have a lot of time to cook, and I'm always on the go. So this is the Power Shake. This is one of the main nutritional components. This is a green drink. It's sprouted superfoods. These are all grown in regenerative soil, which means it's a very rich micro and macronutrient dense soil. It's watered to spring water, and then we use a wind dehydration process after everything is harvested at its peak of ripeness. So during that process, it really helps to preserve the nutrition of the superfoods. They're very delicate, and this is just a beautiful powder. It's a delicious appleberry flavor. It's low in calories, but it's packed with nutrition. There's no binders or fillers or additives, nothing in it that other than pure organic superfood. So you'll be getting 4 pouches of this. This is a home compostable pack. It's made from non-GMO hemp and bamboo. And you'll be incorporating the Power Shake a couple times a day. So that's one thing that I really love because it just saves me so much time. I can just grab it and it literally takes me less than a minute to make. So Power Shake is one of my absolute favorites. This is the Biomedic. This is what we're giving away on the end of the call. So make sure you put an 8 in the chat so you can win this. This is actually clinically proven to remove the toxic herbicide Roundup or glyphosate from the gut microbiome. It helps to repair and restore it, and it really opens up the detox pathways as well. This is a very gentle product, but it's very powerful. It's safe for kids and pets as well, and it's got pre and probiotics in it as well. So you'll be getting 2 packs of that. And I just generally take this in the morning. This has helped my bloating tremendously and also helped me to maintain a regular elimination. So Biomedic is amazing. And again, this is a home compostable pack. The next product that I'm going to talk about is our colon cleanse. So a lot of you are interested in this because it is a cleanse. So we are going to be diving deep during the middle portion of the first 30 days with this product, the Super Cleanse R. This is a blend of gentle Ayurvedic herbs. However, it's very powerful at killing off parasites, removing mold, candida, and heavy metals. This product is not safe for pregnant or breastfeeding moms because it does really stir up toxins and helps to bind those out. So you just want to set that to the side or give it to your partner when enjoying the ultimate lifestyle transformation. And it is recommended that we do this a second round 20 days later, because the interesting thing about parasites is when they die, they lay eggs. So not to be gross or anything, but we do want to clear out the colon again 20 days later, just do a clean sweep. So most people are going to be doing this and then doing another round of the ultimate lifestyle transformation to really dive in there and get a clean reset. So that's a cleanser that again is a 10-day portion of this kit. The next product I'm going to talk about is the Apothecary. This has been a lifesaver for me. I do not go a day without it, and I drink it throughout the day. So this actually is our sleep support and our fruit. This is organic tart cherry juice concentrate, and it helps to activate the pineal gland, which is the body's organ that creates its own melatonin. So when you take this about half an hour before you go to bed, it really gets you into deep REM sleep. And this is when our body starts to repair itself. And it also helps to open up the detox pathways in the kidneys. So those toxins can start to surface and then be eliminated in the morning. This also is safe for kids. Everyone drinks it in my house and we all get a great night's sleep. I drink a lot of it for my back because it is so high in anti-inflammatory properties. It's in fact, I've heard that taking 1 tablespoon of it is equivalent to taking 2 ibuprofen. So I do really enjoy this, and it really does keep the pain at bay. And it's also very high in antioxidants. So you'll be getting 2 bottles of this in your kit. And yeah, it's absolutely delicious. If you like to drink wine or, tea or anything like at night, this is a great substitute for those kind of more acidic beverages. So that's definitely a favorite. And then I'm going to talk briefly about the Zinc Aid. This is our immune support. So during this last 2 years, we found that people are really deficient in these nutrients of zinc, A, C, D, and E. And this is a whole food plant-based nutritional component. It's interesting about isolated zincs and other supplements. When you're taking isolated chemical supplements, your body actually doesn't even recognize it. So our founder and formulator wanted to come up with something that would really help to support the body, be easily absorbed. And this is an organic source of whole food zinc, A, C, D, and E. So that's also safe for kids. And then I just want to talk about one last product because a lot of people are addicted to coffee and energy drinks and whatnot. And I found that people they do struggle with that, of like letting go of coffee and letting go of copious amounts of caffeine, and it can affect how you feel when you give that up during this portion of the cleanse. So the Can't Beat This is another one of my go-tos. I'm just recommending this because it really helps to oxygenate the blood. It has an alkaline form of caffeine in green coffee bean extract and maca and yerba mate. And this is a great pre-workout drink as well. I drink this just to give me sustainable energy throughout the day, and I don't get that afternoon crash. So just wanted to bring that up. And then, as we're talking about moving through this with the 30, 60, or 90 days, we want to maintain consistency. So Purium has a beautiful rewards program called Smart Order. And this sets you up for 25% off. It sets you up for free products. It also makes sure that you maintain your consistency throughout your journey, and just makes it super easy. So make sure you talk to the person that invited you to this call tonight. And when you place your order, that you definitely want to get set up with that Smart Order. And that's something that's really easy to modify or change or move around. So I highly recommend it. And one thing that we're really excited about with this group and this transformation is offering you support and offering you community. So we have created a group in WhatsApp. It's kind of like a texting service, and we're providing all kinds of resources in there about toxins, everyday toxins, offering you support in your journey, and we really want to make it interactive. And so for those of you that do decide to join us, we'll actually be giving away our Core 4 Nutrition, which is kind of our maintenance protocol of the Biomedic, the Super Aminos, the Power Shake, and the Apothecary. So we'll be doing that giveaway, which is $180 value on the 18th. And then we'll also be giving you a choice of our juice bar in a bag, which is a really fun kind of like mixology pack that you can just play around with different nutrients from Purium. So that will be available to anyone that joins us and is really active in our group. And as you move through your cleanse, you may find that you need a little extra support. It is not uncommon to have detox symptoms. And so we work with 4 regenerative detoxification specialists who really provide a great network of support. So we've got another app that you can join. It's called Mighty Networks. And within that app, we have a group called the Regenerative Health. And that is where you can ask more intimate questions. We have a live Zoom once a week where you can be getting first hands-on support, talk directly with our support specialists. There'll be recipes and grocery lists and all kinds of tips in there where you can just really plug in and start to learn. And so now I'm just going to turn it back to Michelle. She's going to be wrapping it up here and doing the giveaway. So if you didn't get a chance to enter an 8 in the chat, if you're a guest tonight, please do so. And we're just really excited to support you on your health journey. So thanks again for being here.
Beautiful. Thanks so much, Camille, for breaking that all down for us. And one note, it's kind of a little extra surprise, but we're actually giving a Core 4 Plus Immune away. So it's an extra value pack. And both packs that we'll be giving away are valued at $200. So amazing. And thank you for sharing. One thing I feel is important to see is that we are not the exception here. This is the rule when you add nutrients into your daily life. And these shares really help us to understand that wherever you are in your health journey, that you're not alone and it's not your fault. Above all, know that we have an amazing community to lean on here. So next steps are to get back with the person who invited you here. They can help you answer questions and help you get set up. They also have approximately $120 gift card to use at the time of checkout. And again, can answer those questions about Smart Order. And remember, Purium cares about their carbon footprint. We haven't talked about it a lot tonight, but one of the things that we're most passionate about this company is that we're almost completely plastic free. We're 63 out of 64 products are out of plastic and in our bamboo and hemp decomposable packaging. We ship with USPS to really reduce that carbon footprint. So if you do want your box in 4 business days or less, Purium also offers expedited shipping. So again, getting back with the person who invited you and they can help you get set up with the timing. Know that we're rolling registration for this. We've already have a group started that you'll be joining and it's been really lively and really fun. So also, if you have any friends that would like to join us on this vacation from Toxins, again, talk to your inviter about gift cards that you can share with your community. And who do you know that might love to take a vacation from Toxins with you? So let's take another moment. Everybody has their 8s in. And you can see here that we are just scratching the surface of how toxins can affect virtually every system and part of the body and cause substantial decrease in efficiency and function and even disease. And so by taking a break from toxins with us, you are minimizing them in the first place, and we get to lighten the toxic burden, which can have some truly startling positive effects on our health. So let's have our winner. Amy, you want to announce the winner, and we'll invite you to hop off and just share with us what you're most excited about taking a vacation from Toxins and what brought you here tonight.
Yes, you just got in time, Jackie. Jackie won. Jackie is the winner. Jackie Schuster.
Jackie, wonderful. Do you want to pop off mute really quick and just share with us for a couple of minutes about what's exciting you most about what we're doing and joining us about taking a vacation from Toxins?
If I unmute, am I good there?
Yeah, we got you.
Okay. Basically, I think I've always been interested in my health and my longevity at my age, and I could probably really use a good cleanse. And I am always interested in fasting, and I can't do it right now because my job has so much pressure, and I'm always overworking. And thank you so much. So I know I just popped in. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. It's my first Zoom call. So I just wanted to listen mostly.
Well, welcome and congratulations. We'll be sure to get you the replay. And thanks again to everyone that's come on the call, and congrats to you. And, you know, you've heard a lot about detox and detox symptoms. One thing I really want to highlight about this program is it's not just an indiscriminately binding detox system. This is something that can change your life. It really deeply nourishes you on a cellular level and supports you so that you can gently release and start to make the lifestyle choices that create longevity. So we're going to stop the recording here, and then maybe we can get a bit interactive if anybody has any questions.